All right, so I've been thinking about how I'm even going to make this video. So here it is. I'm just going to do one take. So this is going to be a little bit different of an episode than we normally put out. First, it's going to start with an advertisement for a company that sponsored this video. So shout out to jisulife. Then we're going to go and there's going to be a bunch of footage of our newest business venture, which is the Whatnot auction platform. If you just kept getting shirts, they would just keep buying them, right?
I have to get home and get another shirt.
This one's up to $7 though. Not bad. I did a little breakdown of how one of our auctions is run. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to just do like a big story time rant just about all kinds of different things that we've gone through in business and kind of how we've maintained without going completely under and just continuing to transition into new things and different things. What I want this video to be about is inspiring other people to realize that if I can do it, you can do it. If we can do it, other people can do it. You don't have to get stuck up on specifics, but if you have the right mindset, you can make a living for yourself. Yeah, let's just get into this.
Yeah, Fin and I are down at the beach. It's really, really nice out, but whew, it's hot. Mama could use a fan.
It's your lucky day. Here, try this.
Hold on, I'll call you back. Whoa, a jisulife. Wow. You guys got to get yourself a jisulife fan. Stop. I have it up like kind of all the way because you can turn it down, but wow, this is actually nice. I'm gonna have to call my friend back and tell her it's a perfect beach day with a jisulife fan.
All right, want to do a huge shout out to the jisulife Neck Fan Pro 1. They're sponsoring this video, and if it wasn't for companies like this, we wouldn't be able to be down here enjoying a family beach day. So big shout out, and this thing is freaking legit. I could be in the 90-degree weather and I wouldn't even be hot because my whole neck and head is getting cooled constantly by the Jisu fan. This thing is a freaking dream, baby. Stoked. The jisulife Neck Fan Pro 1 offers 100-speed stepless hurricane technology. 4 air ducts to supply continuous flow on your entire neck and head. With a long battery life, you can use this baby all day long on a single charge. It's also lightweight and stylish so that if you're filming a video or unloading a storage unit, you can stay cool, hands-free. So if you want to order one of these things, use Jisu20 Pro promo at the checkout and you'll get 20% off. Original retail value is $89.99, but with this code, you can get it today for $71.99. Check it out, jisulife. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Check this out. We're at the beach.
She ate sand, so I was gonna come in here and dip her toes in here, but it's really cold.
She likes it. You can dip her.
Because we don't want to ruin the trip yet. We saw how she reacted to the cold pool.
She did though. Bean Bean. I see you, girl. So this is her second big beach day, and she really likes the beach. We do have a nice setup down here for her though. With the sheet. Who told us to do that?
I have no idea, but honestly, there's definitely a lady who watches us. So thank you if you're watching this and you just so happen to see this. This was the best advice ever, to take one of her fitted sheets from her crib and put it on top in here. Smart. She's choking on sand, but that's okay.
She likes going on top. What'd you find? What'd you find, Bean? No way. Mama's neck fan. The Neck Fan Pro 1. The Neck Fan Pro.
Wait, babe, but this neck fan? This neck fan's where it's at. 'Cause, if I didn't have this, I'd be way hotter than I am right now. Because I have this thing full blast and woo, cool.
That's a GoPro. Here, film me.
Hey? The neck fan's out. Watch her pig.
She's mad. She was mad.
She's like, I don't.
Hope you guys enjoyed our little product review of the jisulife fan. Going to be using this thing all summer long. It keeps you cool in gnarly situations. To have companies like this come to us and sponsor one of our videos and support us, it's kind of the greatest thing ever. So show support to people who support us. Check out their fans. This next part is going to be me explaining how we set up, execute, and then after one of our Whatnot auctions. This was the third auction we ever did, and we're going to continue to do these because they've been working out great. But check that footage out first, and then we'll get back to the story time. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Tonight at 6 p.m., we are going to be doing our third live auction on the Whatnot site. And I think it was about time to make a video about how I set something like this up. I know that a lot of people might be interested. I really was confused about it the first time I did it. Maybe that this can help you guys out a little bit if you are about to start selling on there, or if you just want to watch, check out the content just for entertainment. That's cool too. So here I am in the shed, which is my little studio here. I'm trying to get it back to the way it used to be, but I don't have a cell phone. But that doesn't matter. You can use, well, I am going to use an iPhone for the auction, but it's going to be Sammy's, my wife. But to post the auction, you don't need a cell phone. So I'm going to just take some pictures like I have been with this camera. And this is a shirt, Magnum PI, vintage shirt from, what year did it say? 1980, single stitch shirt from the set of Magnum PI Hanes Beefy XL. Probably start this at 10 bucks. So you get your pictures, right? Bam. Get this side. Magnum PI Hawaii. It'd be hard to find another shirt like this. This was actually in a house, I believe. I don't know where I got this actually. Take a quick pic of the tag. So once you get all your photos on here, on the card or on your phone, you can just do it from your phone. It's really simple. If you were in the app right now, you could just be posting this right to it. So what I'm selling on this auction, well, what we are, so it's going to be me, my wife part of the time, and then our neighbor Bobby Maurer, who has items in the auction as well. Most items we're going to sell on this auction are clothing items, t-shirts, vinyl records, video games, and then like jewelry, like costume jewelry, junk jewelry. And this actually, I started it at $60. So the very first auction I did, we only had items that started at a $1 bid, and I've grown from there, and I started posting bigger items. This starts at 60 bucks. This is easily a $150 value, but if somebody gets it for 60 bucks, that's cool. And then we get to move the item and sell it to somebody who might want it, or maybe they can sell it again. It's an auction, so we don't know what it's going to actually sell for. For a shirt like this, I would start it at just 5 bucks. It's not even a Harley shirt, but it is from 2001, and it is pretty cool. So H Cycle Works, Needles, California. So that's actually sick. And then this one, which is Dick Farmer's Harley Davidson. Really funny name, actually. So I'll probably start that at 5 as well. I'm going to be selling a pair of Youngbloods vintage jeans. I'll start these at 10 since I have the rest of the outfit too. But these are definitely vintage as it gets. And with the belt too. With the belt. They say they're 34s. Yeah, waist 34, length 33. I don't know if that's true, but it is what it is. Starting 10 on those. So I took photos of this pile of items, and I'm going to bring the photos into my computer and list the items. I'll show everyone. Look at these crows. A murder of crows just cruised through my yard. They look like they're hunting something. They're like robbing a nest or something. I don't like that. So here's the general setup. Right? Okay, this is the general setup we're going to have for the auction. A nice open table. So all these items are going to be sold up here. Everything on the table, basically. If it's even worthy of being sold. I didn't post this stuff yet. Gonna post this, gonna post this, gonna post these, maybe. Bunch of records. These are the pants I was just talking about. The rack is filled with clothes. And we'll set the phone here. All this light, right? Set that up. Actually, I'll probably put the phone on the tripod. So I'll have a tripod here, phone on it, light, so when it gets dark out. And then we'll have auction running on here so I can see all the comments and everything. But let me just bring it up real quick. So when you go to your whatnot page on the computer, you can easily post items to this as well. So go to my page, go to the auction. 95 people have bookmarked the show, and a bunch of people have already started to comment. So right now I have 35 products on there. So we are running out of time. I need to start posting more. So add, quick add, just put it under storage unit finds because a lot of our stuff did come from storage. Let's see, Harley Davidson 1993, Dick Farmer's Orlando, or Dick Farmer's t-shirt XL, Harley shirt from Orlando, Florida. And technically it is vintage because it's from 93. Starting price $5. Quantity 1. Shipping. Okay, here's where it gets crazy. So normally you would just do this on your phone, probably the easiest way to do it, but I'm doing it from the computer, from the pictures I just took, and I'm just going to replace the other file because it was just photos too. That's a GoPro file. Bam. Hit the thing with the photos, find the shirt, get the pictures you want, upload the pictures, and then the shipping is so you can weigh your shirts or whatnot, but it's not really that heavy. It's like 11 ounces, honestly. And then you just hit confirm, and I don't know a lot of people that do it like this, but technical difficulties, both of my phones are broken. This is how we're doing it. So I'll just keep adding items up into the show, which I have an hour and, well, 2 hours and 15 minutes actually, so a pretty good amount of time. All right, the beanstalk's in here, helping me with the auction. Is this how you want to set it up, boss? Who is this person that just showed up randomly? There he is.
Doesn't know who's that. Hey, baby girl.
I said, who is this person?
Beautiful. I know. Only me can do that to you. My brother.
You got that one?
How you doing? Yeah,
What's up, dude?
way.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Babe, I'll call you back,
Long
okay?
time.
Yes. Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay. Fen say hi to you, okay?
Tell him I said, what's up, dude?
He said the pa is talking to you, Fen. Yo. Yeah. He said it's como ye. Vale. Say hi, yes, you are okay.
Hello.
She's baby girl, you
gonna hold her?
Oh, I never hold her. Oh,
Not yet.
cute. That's the first time. Hey, cutie. Hey, cutie. You know me long time. You know that?
When I found it.
Look at this. He comes through with the Riddler suit. And look what I'm wearing.
Wow.
How does that work?
How did that ever happen? Bye, baby.
This my friend Ed.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
And the neighbor.
Okay. That's Patrick.
And his brother, yeah.
Hey,
Finlay.
baby. Hey, look at that.
You like it?
Yeah.
That's Ed.
Yeah, I know him a long time ago. I know him from when I was in the belly.
That's
A long
something.
time.
She goes right to you. She's that.
Yes, you know.
Our friend Bobby Maurer just came through. He's going to be selling stuff on the auction as well. A lot of the clothes and the albums. He had this with him. It's a full-blown Riddler suit. And I just so happened to wear this shirt that Troy gave me. Sent this to me. Brand new with the tags. No idea why I put this on tonight. And now I know why. So, the reality is though, how nice is this? Is it, like, it might be my size. No, it's too small, but wow. But the pants aren't. The pants are where it's at. Damn, I wish it was bigger. It might not even be too small, really, though. It's kind of feeling like I'm just a little bit too thick in the middle here. It's not bad. Honestly, not bad. It's not terrible, that's for sure. It's go time. It's about, this is how we have it set up. It's about 4 minutes, maybe even less. 3 minutes to the auction. So we're on the phone. We got the app open. We're gonna start show from here. You don't know it yet, but I'm your #1 Nana fan, and I live in New Jersey. Okay, epic. We got this light just to light it. We got most of the items here that we're selling. All this, that. He brought this over. You guys saw that. And then I'm gonna pop and open the whatnot on here going to the show. 104 people have bookmarked the show. That's epic. Thank you so much. This is gonna be so sick. New Egypt, New Jersey here. House of Christina. And then we got Baby Blue, 5'2", said, been waiting, Tucker. All right, we got a lot of comments, people on here. People shared it. It's going down. Literally in 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to film some of the auction. All right, we got about 2 minutes until we start.
All right, the girls are on the trampoline out back.
That's all right, no problem.
I love it.
Your hair looks feisty.
Does it look good?
Yeah, right, Bean? Did you compliment your mama on the hair? She doesn't have to for you to get a point. Yeah, I was figuring he's gonna come back. We'll start. He'll come back, and then I can. There's a lot of items that actually have like pre-bids on them, right?
Okay.
So I can just sell those items first, because obviously if somebody pre-bid, they're gonna want it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
sell the pre-bids first, and then most of the stuff that he had, literally.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be out here for it. I just gotta do what I need to do.
That thing just got mangled, girl. You can't even use that right now.
Okay. Did you have fun with Papa?
Yeah. Her friend Ed. If you just kept getting shirts, they would just keep buying them,
I
right?
have to get home and get another shirt.
This one's up to $7 though. Not bad. That's pretty old though, I think. This is how we're doing it. We are doing the items as they come. That one's sold. Let's try the Bob Dylan album. Has a bid of $6 so far. Should we try it?
Yeah. It is a mono. It's mono. It is in good shape. It's just a little bit dusty, but it's not scratched up. Just a little dusty. I could dust it off for you. It has the original sleeve.
We do have the Annie album somewhere.
It has the original sleeve with all the words to the songs, the times they are changing.
How's the condition look?
Is there a little rag? I wanted to see if it's dusty or what can I use to just
It's sold. It's sold.
It did?
$8.
$8, okay.
This guy's claiming run the newsboy shirt. Now, you want to do it?
Go ahead.
All right, let's take a picture of it first. So we're just gonna literally sell the shirt that he's wearing right now because the guy wants to buy it, I guess.
It's not in perfect shape. It's one of my very favorites, so I wear it a lot. I think it's an extra large.
Bobby's shirt, the one he is wearing. It's a XL or a large?
Can you see? It's got a little bit of damage to it.
It's a XL.
It's an XL.
The newsboy. Do you love that shirt?
It's one of my favorites. You see me wearing it enough. It always gets a comment, a compliment.
I have seen it. He said 15. I mean, is it even vintage? How old is it?
I've had it for, it's probably 30 years old.
All right, 30 years old. Newsboy.
And it was one of the suits they used to have old time night, and people would dress up like the 40s, and I used to wear this suit there.
He said, "Oh, I missed the Jacket Club."
So it's a 1940s, late 40s suit.
We got to show the stack of shirts. And we'll show the guy who bought them the stack of shirts so he can see what he bought.
Okay.
And then we'll run this.
Okay.
He paid 10 for them. Yeah, those ones. He got a great deal, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably one of the best deals yet, but we'll show them to you. You did buy them without seeing them, but we did show them in the auction earlier. I know you weren't there, though.
These shirts are, well, this one's not a silk, but some of them are silk shirts. This is the Fonzie jacket.
Oh no, the other
one,
one, that one.
Oh yeah, well that's.
Why did that sell for 100?
Because of the color combination. You can't find them.
This?
You can't find them. They knew it. They saw it and they knew it, even without the label.
Because you think people buy them for like movies? Is that what it is?
It could be used in a movie for sure.
I think that's the only place it would be that valuable. Yeah, right.
I have one that's even nicer than this, but I didn't want to sell that one.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'd have to get $200 for the other one.
After the auction, this is what happens.
After the auction, I'm just saying goodbye to some old friends, good old friends, especially this one, my brothers. Perform in peace. But then there's the suit that I wore playing in the band at the Jockey Club. One of my favorite shirts is this one. But since I don't like advertising other people's stuff, that's the only part about it I didn't like. But it's probably like you said, you think these are really companies, or are they? We never did figure that out. Maybe we never will. We have to research it.
The cat just knocked something down, it sounded like, right?
Goodbye, Bill's shirt. It's been hanging in the closet for many, many years.
Let's see the back of that one last time.
See the back of Bill's shirt one last time.
The foo.
The foo.
That's a one of a kind,
That
though.
is one of a kind.
For real. No, I'm being dead ass serious. And the Burberry, what a steal.
Oh, you never see the other one.
The steal. What a steal.
Burberry was a good deal. Was a good deal. This somebody paid for.
They paid good for that. $100
My
for
old
that.
friend. Good.
You wore that a couple times?
A couple times, but not that much. My sister borrowed it a couple times to wear. The old this I wore one time. I never was very attached to it. I was very attached to this old friend. Had a lot of good times in you. Never wore this one as much. It was just cool looking, so I bought it. And this is too long of a story to tell now. But
Well,
it was a
there's
big
no
story.
other time, really.
That's for another time.
There's no other real time, though, because you're never going to see it again.
Yeah, I just, for some reason, I thought I had to do it. We'll just leave it at that.
All right.
This was an old friend.
That was?
Yeah, this here.
What do you mean by old friend?
I used to wear it at the Mexican place when we played there, because it was my shirt for going to Mexican restaurants and playing in them. I don't have anything to like it. It's like real. It's like from another country, man. It's got that feel. This, I don't know. I never wore it. We didn't know there was some
Middle finger.
middle fingers in there. We found out.
Look at that. Looks like it, though, for real.
But there's so much on it that we never saw it. And this was one of my. I never wore it a lot, but it was nice. I paid about. I forget what I paid for it. I didn't get it for nothing, but I don't. If you're not going to wear it, this is a real old part of my youth. Have a good time. Your new home, Tiger.
That you wore that a lot?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I liked it. In the 70s, I wore it a lot, yeah.
Anything left in there?
Nothing left. Somebody will have fun. Somebody's going to enjoy this one as well. I think the old cowgirl shirt. I never wore it much because it never really fit, but it was a nice piece to look at. It's visual, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That was visual.
That was a good. This is one of my favorites, though.
I know
This
you
is
like
probably
this
my favorite. Not that I would really wear it, but
What do you
I mean,
relate
I probably
it?
would.
What do you relate it to? Like,
It's just such a classic, like college varsity sweater. Basically, is what I would call it. It's a Letterman sweater.
yeah.
So like,
perfect.
it's someone who had some serious school pride. Not me.
Yeah.
But like,
They might have been
someone
on the-
at a college that with an R,
Maybe they were on the
like
football.
Rutgers.
They could have been on the.
Imagine wearing that to like a Rutgers, game
Yeah.
nowadays. Right now,
I don't think they ever met. It looks like they're hardly.
someone bought it though. Someone's
Somebody
going to do
bought it.
something with it,
But
right?
that was just a closet piece, and
Still pretty cool
yeah, and of course this
that you never even wore.
I never wore and never made it to the mummers. It was supposed to be for the mummers, but it was
Never
too
made
cold
it.
that day.
Never
I couldn't
made it.
make it, and that's it. I think, except for some records, we won't say goodbye to them.
The clothes are better.
Oh, the old cashmere.
That's not even it. That's mine.
Oh, that's yours.
Yours is over there.
Oh, mine's over there?
You got other stuff over there, yeah.
Oh, and the shirt, the row of shirts, which I just picked up today.
All right. Morning after the Whatnot sale. So we went from 6 to 10 live selling stuff. Sold the majority of this stuff. Almost everything on the rack, minus a few things. We didn't sell that. Or this, actually. I think everything else we sold on this rack. So a lot of Bobby's stuff. A lot of Bobby's stuff. But that's good. Made some money. And both of these containers, we sold all that. Sold all that for $92. Definitely worth more than that. Silver. But that's what you get at the auction. Best price takes it. So now I'm going to begin the long, tedious process of the shipping, which is by far the craziest part. But let's do it. Gonna get my first items packed in a second here.
Alright, gonna go drop these packages off.
All right, we got everything that we're gonna pack today packed up. So the packaging is the worst part, but her at the crowded post office trying to bring all those in about 5 minutes is gonna be not that fun. But she offered to take the packages, so I'm not gonna say no to that. Cause it's just so brutal. It took me like 30 minutes to do it last time. She claims easy. But the thing is, when you have to go through the double doors at the post office, you can't carry that much. You can only carry like 4 packages at a time. So you got to make 1 trip, 2 trip, 3 trip, 4. But that's it. That's how we run a whatnot thing, and we're gonna do our next one in 2 weeks. So hope to see some people there, and also thank you all for coming. Anybody who showed up to the auction, even just for 5 minutes, and showed support, and to the people who bought stuff, we really appreciate it. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. There he is, the boy. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good.
What you doing?
Just living the dream.
Okay.
Gotta go to the post office
happening?
basically right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just taking my little coffee walk.
Taking a walk downtown, right? Seeing where everyone's at. How's your car doing?
We ordered. My buddy ordered an alternator for it.
Then once we go to the post office, once we hit the post office, then we'll take it all out. Hold on, let me get the key. This guy's just rolling with me today. Now it feels like the scene from the Dumb and Dumber.
What was that? I don't even. Is that a movie? That's a movie, right?
That was the Jim Carrey one.
Oh.
And they were all sitting in there with the guy in the middle.
He was
And they were
good.
singing to him.
I liked him in the one about the guy, the Man on the Moon.
Okay.
Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. He made up these characters like.
He really got in character though.
Jim Carrey did a great job on that, doing that guy.
You know what? I watched a documentary about that. He said it was hard on him to stay in. He had to stay in character even when he wasn't on the set, because he said it was such a crazy character to be that he couldn't break the character.
Right. He had to live. He had to really live.
Yeah.
It.
So he was acting crazy to the
There is
people
a car come.
at the on the studio lot. He was just acting crazy the whole time because he wanted to stay in character. So like, they had behind the scenes footage, and it was really like almost depressing. It was so crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his till I saw him do that, and I said, "Man, this guy's really talented." Because that is a hard. That's not it. That's hard to do. Yeah.
He did a lot of really good movies, though.
Yeah. Was he the Joker?
He was the Riddler.
The Riddler.
You know, like on the shirt that I have, remember?
Yeah.
And then he did The Mask, The Grinch.
That's
He was
right, the Grinch. Yeah, that was pretty good.
All those, and then The Truman Show, of course.
Oh yeah.
That was a great one.
I forgot about that.
That was really good.
Yeah. So. What was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was. Man, yesterday was like March, wasn't it? The wind. I had one of my vintage hats on, and I almost lost it.
It almost blew off into the
It
bag.
blew off, and I was running as hard as I can, and I got it just before.
All right, so I hope this is working out and you guys can hear me well with the mic and the cameras and everything. I just wanted to set this up a little bit differently so we had crystal clear audio. It helps if the audio is good. It helps people to concentrate better, I feel like. So I just wanted to start from the beginning. The very, very beginning, I guess I should start. I started a business in 2015, and it was literally based around doing small lawn cuts and painting small portions of people's houses, not even the whole house. So it was kind of like a little handyman business. It was not very successful at all. I did do a bunch of jobs like power washing, staining decks, painting people's houses, or at least part of people's houses. I did have this little contract for like 8 little lawns that I cut on the island. And then I was scrapping too at the time, doing scrap metal removal. So people would call me up, I'd come by, I'd scrap stuff. I was just doing any little job I possibly could to make a few dollars because I didn't have that many bills at the time. When I was living with my parents. So I was just doing that. I had worked at a liquor store. I had worked for a painter. I did do landscaping for a company. And I had these kind of jobs that were never permanent. So I always wanted to, I'm just going to be speaking from the heart so that I don't know if you guys think this is boring whatever. But I do think there is people out there that will probably get something out of this rant and take maybe some inspiration for their own life, because we failed so many times, and just continued to push. And that's kind of what you need, is someone telling you, keep going, keep going, keep going. Eventually it's going to work out. After the few brutal jobs that I did have, I realized that I wanted to just work for myself. So I started that little company, and it was literally just my name, Turner Grave. That went on for a few years. And what really happened is, when I met Sammy J, my wife now, who's half of this channel, the other half of our business together, and just the other half of everything in my life, the mother to our daughter. So I was doing these house cleanouts. So I was scrapping metal from the back of a surf shop over on the island. Some guy from a real estate company came up to me. He asked me if I wanted to do a trash clean out, and I said, yes, I'll do it. So he basically took me over there. He showed me what it was. He suggested how much I should charge, which, looking back, was a terrible idea, because I should have charged more money. But I didn't realize that he was actually going to be making money off me the whole time without actually doing any labor, anything really, just kind of getting me to do the jobs and then putting extra money on top of it, hence why the price was low. Either way, then the trash outs begun. So I did a few of those. And in the meantime, I met Sammy, and we started hanging out all the time. And when we started actually like dating and being together fully, she came and started helping me with the clean out jobs. I only had done literally a few, maybe a handful of these jobs before we met. But when we met, it was kind of just full bore on, because we could work together on these jobs and we wouldn't really need any outside help except for on rare occasions. So when we got together and we realized we could actually do this for a business, we just started going crazy, and we did like 200 of these houses, foreclosure bank houses that just needed to be cleaned completely out. Go in, take everything out, all the trash, everything. So what happened was, we were filming these videos of the trash outs and posting them to YouTube, and also posting videos of scrapping metal and finding stuff in the trash. And we started to gain a lot of traction on YouTube. And then we realized that that could be part of our business as well, because when you get monetized on YouTube as a creator, you start to make money every month based off of your viewer time, how much people watch your videos, like how many minutes, how many views, how many subscribers, all that plays into it. So we started monetizing our YouTube channel. So we were monetizing our YouTube channel, making videos, and at the same time doing the trash outs. And on the side, different stuff like scrapping and picking stuff out of the trash and selling it, basically, which I still do to this day. But from there, when we were going to the houses and finding all this really cool stuff, we actually started to realize that we could sell this stuff probably for more money than we could actually make from doing the job. And hence we started selling stuff. That spiraled into going to thrift stores, finding stuff, selling it again, going to flea markets, both selling at flea markets and also going to flea markets to buy items and then sell them again. And then we started doing yard sales, and then we started doing storage units, and we started doing like buyouts where someone would call us up either to give us stuff or to sell us a whole bunch of stuff for cheap. So altogether, all of those things don't make a lot of money, but if you combine it all, you can actually make a living off of it. So I did want to just tell a little background, because we've done so many things to make money. That's all kind of in the same general category, but at the same time, vastly different on so many levels. But my point is, if you want I'm not going to say that we have complete financial freedom, because we have a mortgage on our house. Both of our cars tend to break down pretty often, so we have to pay for that. We have property taxes, bills, cable or Wi-Fi bill, although the Wi-Fi doesn't work right now. Electric, gas, water, sewer payment, all that stuff adds up. But the reality is, we haven't for 5 years straight, like a solid 5 years, worked for anyone, or needed money from anyone or needed a loan from the bank or anything like that, debt free other than our house. And in that way, we do actually have financial freedom, and we've built a business based off of our interests instead of basing it off of money only. I don't know if this is getting through to anyone, but my point is you can make a business, you can make money doing things that you enjoy and working for yourself at the same time. It is possible. We've proved it. We've done it. We've been doing it. We're probably never going to get rich, but the reality is we have so much freedom to do almost anything we want to do, like make this video right now. I hope a lot of people watch it, but a lot of people wouldn't even have the time or freedom to even sit down, set up all this stuff, make a video even about things in their life because they're so concentrated on probably their job. Because if you have a job, it takes so much time just to make that same amount of money that you can make on your own in probably a shorter amount of time. I just want people to realize that there is a way out. Like, if you have a job that you like and you make money, good money there, don't quit. Why would you ever quit it? That would be crazy. But if you have a job that you hate and you're hardly making enough money, there is always another way. There's always another way. You're going to have to hustle and you're going to have to come up with different things all the time, but you don't have to feel stuck. So I don't want people to feel stuck in life, because that's like my biggest fear, is to wake up every day, do something I don't like, and feel like I have to be there. I'm going to get to my biggest piece of advice in a minute. Why anyone would take advice from some dude wearing bunny slippers, Riddler pants, and a top hat sitting in the back shed of his house is beyond me. But at the same time, I feel like to a certain extent I figured life out. So choose wisely who you're going to take advice from in life, because there's a lot of people that seem professional that I would never take an ounce of advice from. So that's on the viewer to decide who they're going to listen to in life when it comes down to it. This video was about Whatnot, half, like showing Whatnot and showing our newest business venture, our newest way of selling items. And I do want to say, from all the ways that we've sold items, Facebook Marketplace has been the number one most grossing, profitable thing. And then Whatnot after that. We've used eBay, Mercari, Depop, Poshmark. We've tried all of these different sites, and never have I felt like going out, filming content, which is our most profitable business, is our YouTube channel right now in our lives. And I put a lot of time and effort into the YouTube channel so that it remains the most important, business part of our life. And also personal part. I mean, talking to everybody and sharing our lives with all of these people and all of the people that have reached out to us is very mind-blowing, how much you can connect with people all over the world just from making a couple videos online. It's amazing, to say the least. But I would get back to what I was saying. Never have I wanted to go out, film content, get a whole bunch of stuff, say go out, film a storage unit, get all the stuff, bring it back, clean it off, organize it, throw out the bad stuff, do all that work, and then later at night go and post all that stuff to eBay when I have to actually edit the video and post the video and make the thumbnail and put the video on YouTube. So I've never been able to balance the computer time between, say, eBay and YouTube. So the eBay just got forgot about. So the Whatnot thing came around, I was not hopeful about it at all when I first saw it. So then eventually we did do an auction on there, and from the very first auction, we realized the potential of this app, this platform, to just blow out mass amounts of items, have a great time making content on that platform, not YouTube. Making content, because that's what you're doing, a live stream, you're making content. Make money, have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah, you have to ship all the stuff, and that takes like a day and a half. But what a great way to purge all the stuff that you scored. There's tons of different ways. You can take your stuff to the auction, other auctions, high-end auctions if you have really good stuff, or for very certain items, sell them on a different platform. But for us, as people who make most of our money creating the content, to then go and sell the content, the items that quick on Whatnot, it's been a blessing so far. So we've done 4 auctions on Whatnot, and our next ones are planned. Okay, so the 29th, next Thursday at 4 p.m., we're doing an auction with the 2 brothers, the Sneaker Freaks. It's going to be mostly clothing, vintage clothing, and other types of clothing. There's some Harley Davidson pins that I'm going to sell, and a few other things like that. And then on the 3rd, we're doing an Independence Day auction, and that's going to be Pokemon cards, video games, comics, and random storage unit finds. So the 2 auctions, 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and the 3rd of July at 6 p.m. So both of those shows are up on our Whatnot. So if you take the links in the description for each show, you can bookmark it, and then when we do the lives, you can be there, and we're going to run them for a long time. So I'll remind everyone to get to the main point. Maybe not the main point. There's a lot of main points. To get to, okay, so I saw this quote somewhere. I really don't even remember where it was. It was in a YouTube video, I believe, that I was listening to. So one of the things that I have been doing for a long time is listening to motivational speeches and motivational people on YouTube, and I think it really does help your mindset to stay in the game. So when something doesn't work out, which often it does not in business, you can just put that on, and it kind of inspires you to keep going, because there's so many success stories about people who failed thousands of times, but they just never gave up, and eventually they hit big. Like, don't give up. If you fail a few times, if you fail a few dozen times, still don't give up, because eventually if you keep going and grinding and you keep hustling and you have a good idea, it's going to work out. The main advice: jump when you can afford to drown. Jump when you can afford to drown. When you can afford to drown. So this is the best advice that I never even knew about when I started. So I started uploading YouTube videos literally in 2009 on my channel. Wow. So yeah, like 13 years ago or more. And also working with my brother on a different channel before that for a few years. So crazy. 15 years in the game on YouTube. I want to be dead serious about this. The first 8 years and I wasn't consistent with it. Don't think I was making videos every day, but I did upload quite a few videos, and it wasn't similar. It wasn't even similar stuff to what I put out now. But the first 8 years, I didn't make $1. So figure that. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. But that whole time, it was a hobby for me. I didn't need the money because I was just a kid, basically, and I was very irresponsible. Didn't care about owning a house. Didn't want to have, you didn't think I was going to have a family. Didn't think I was going to have a kid. Didn't think I was even capable of all that at that point in my life. I was just ready to go drinking or whatever. But eventually, when I started making videos about things that I really cared about and things that I was doing as a way to make money, like entrepreneurial ventures, that's when people started watching the videos. The scrapping, the trash picking, the flea market selling, the yard sale selling, the storage units, all things that are ways to make money and ways to make a hustle work are things that people started to watch. But my point, going back to my point, was if I tried to start the YouTube channel today with all the responsibilities and all the weight that is on my shoulders at this point in my life, it would be almost impossible to be successful, because I'd never be able to put enough time into the YouTube channel and also make enough money on the side to support my family and myself. No way. Never. Unless I was just viral in like a week on YouTube, which doesn't normally happen. And definitely not with the content that I put out. Because this is not normally the content that's going to really blow up, because it's not very shocking. It's just kind of everyday life. I don't want to drag this on for too long, but if you have a chance to build something because you don't have a lot of responsibilities, do it then. Don't wait until your responsibilities outweigh your possibilities of building something. If you want to do a YouTube channel, do it before you get married, before you have kids, before you buy a house. If you want to start a business, do it now, not later. So I know most of our viewers are older people, but there could be some younger people watching who need to hear this. Like, build it now, put in the work now. Yeah, you can still go drinking with your friends, but just don't do it 4 times a week. Do it once a week, do it once a month. And yeah, you could still, smoke a joint. Just don't do it in the morning when you wake up at 7 a.m. Wait until everything's done at the end of the night, 10 p.m., when you know all your responsibilities are done. Do it then. Just focus on building it before you can't. That's all I can say. But yeah, so there's so many different ways to actually make money that it's hard to even pinpoint anything specifically, because there's thousands of different ways to do this. As simple as my original idea, manual labor, go post something on Facebook, post in the local newspaper, I cut grass, or literally almost anything if you're willing to work hard. Ending words, because I really don't want to go on and on, even though I have been going on. Ending words is, it's possible. You can have more freedom if you want it. I know a lot of people watching have had their own businesses, but this is all coming just from the heart. This is coming from my personal space, and I don't think that many people have done exactly what I do for a living or have done for a living, but that doesn't mean that you can't relate, and that doesn't mean that other people can't do the same thing or even better. To be honest, our YouTube channel really isn't even that big. I'm sure there's other people out there that are more exciting and more willing to put out, crazier content to get those views and those subscribers that could probably, start now and surpass us in a couple years if they were willing to put in the work. So, there's endless possibilities. And that's the thing. If you never try, you never know. So, if you are unwilling to put in that first step and put in that first amount of work to initiate it, whether that be $1,000 to buy your equipment, you spend that $1,000 on something else because you just keep pushing it off. But if you're willing to dig in that first shovelful and then just keep going, even if it doesn't work out right away, you're going to get somewhere. I can guarantee you that there is more doors that open for you if you're willing to put yourself out there than you could ever imagine. It's just about surpassing the fear and just saying, fuck it, I'm going for it. And that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to bookmark the 2 shows we have coming up on Whatnot. Check out the Jisulife fan for the dream, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Peace.